Everly's heart pounded as Evelyn's hands gripped her shoulders, shoving her backward with a force that sent her crashing onto the cold tile floor of the salon. The scissors clattered beside her, and the room spun for a moment, the sharp sting of betrayal mixing with the physical ache in her back. "Get out! I don't want your kind here," Evelyn's voice echoed, raw and furious, her face twisted in a mask of disgust that Everly had never imagined possible from the woman she'd trusted for years. Everly lay there, stunned, her mind racing back to the casual conversation that had escalated so quickly. It started innocently enough, Everly mentioning her recent breakup with a girlfriend, seeking solace in the familiar rhythm of Evelyn's scissors snipping away her split ends. But Evelyn's questions had turned probing, then accusatory until the truth spilled out. Everly's attraction to women wasn't just a phase, it was who she was. And now this, pushed down like trash. Everly scrambled to her feet, tears blurring her vision, and fled the salon without a word, the bell above the door jingling mockingly behind her. That night, alone in her small apartment in downtown Seattle, Everly couldn't shake the image of Evelyn's eyes, those piercing green eyes that had always seemed so kind during their appointments. Why did it hurt so much? It wasn't just the shove. It was the rejection from someone she'd considered a friend. Everly paced the room, her thoughts a whirlwind. "I've always known who I am," she told herself. From the awkward high school crushes to the college relationships that her conservative parents dismissed as experimentation. But Evelyn, she'd seemed open-minded, chatting about celebrity gossip and life without judgment. Or so Everly thought. The betrayal gnawed at her, making sleep impossible. What if this is how everyone sees me? A freak to be pushed away? The next morning, Everly's phone buzzed insistently on her nightstand. She ignored it at first, assuming it was her mother calling to nag about finding a nice boy. But when she finally glanced at the screen, Evelyn's name flashed up. Her stomach twisted. Why would she call after that? Curiosity won over anger, and Everly answered, her voice cold. "What do you want?" "Everly, please don't hang up. I need to talk to you. Can we meet? At the coffee shop across from the salon? It's important." Evelyn's tone was shaky, nothing like the confident stylist Everly knew. Against her better judgment, Everly agreed. What harm could one conversation do? She needed closure, or at least an apology. They met at the bustling cafe, the aroma of fresh brew doing little to ease the tension. Evelyn arrived looking disheveled, her usually perfect auburn waves tied back messily, dark circles under her eyes. She slid into the booth opposite Everly, clutching a cup like a lifeline. "I'm so sorry," she blurted out before Everly could speak. "What I did yesterday. It was unforgivable. I panicked." "Panicked? You shoved me, Evelyn. Called me your kind like I was some disease." Everly's voice rose, drawing a few glances from nearby patrons. She lowered it, leaning in. "Why? We've known each other for 2 years. I thought we were friends." Evelyn stared into her coffee, her knuckles white. "We are. Or, I want us to be. But when you said that about your ex-girlfriend, it hit too close. I've been fighting this for so long." She looked up, tears welling. "I'm not straight, Everly. I think. I know I'm like you. And it terrifies me." The confession hung in the air, a bombshell that left Everly reeling. This woman, who had just assaulted her out of apparent homophobia, was admitting to the same secret? It didn't make sense. Everly's mind screamed denial. Is this a trick? Some twisted way to make amends? But Evelyn's expression was raw, vulnerable in a way that felt genuine. "Tell me everything," Everly said finally, her anger giving way to cautious empathy. Evelyn took a deep breath. "It started in college. I dated guys, but there was always this pull toward women. I ignored it, buried it under expectations, my family's, society's. My parents are devout Catholics. They'd disown me if they knew. So I built this life. The perfect straight girl running my salon, dating safe men who never made my heart race." She paused, wiping her eyes. "But you. Talking to you these past years, it's been different. Comfortable. Real. Yesterday when you opened up, it forced me to face myself and I lashed out. I'm ashamed." Everly processed this, her own experiences mirroring Evelyn's in painful ways. Her parents had reacted similarly when she came out, disbelief then anger, followed by a fragile truce laced with disapproval. I get the fear, Everly admitted. But shoving me? That's not okay. You could have just talked. I know. I hate myself for it. Evelyn reached across the table, hesitating before pulling back. Can you forgive me? Or at least, help me figure this out? Everly didn't answer immediately. Part of her wanted to walk away, to protect herself from more hurt. But another part saw the mirror of her own struggles in Evelyn's eyes. What if I had someone to guide me back then? The decision weighed heavy. Okay, she said softly. But we take it slow. And no more violence. As they talked more, the cafe fading around them, Everly felt a spark of something new. Connection born from shared pain. But deep down, doubts lingered. Could she trust Evelyn? And what price would this fragile alliance demand? Over the following weeks, their meetings became routine. Coffee turned to walks in the park, conversations delving deeper into their pasts. Evelyn shared stories of suppressed crushes, like the roommate in college whose laughter still haunted her dreams. I told myself it was admiration, she confessed one afternoon, as they sat on a bench overlooking the Puget Sound. But it was more. And now, admitting it feels like betraying everything I was raised to believe. Everly nodded, her own memories surfacing. My parents sent me to therapy after I told them. Said it was a choice, that I could fix it. I almost believed them. The words tasted bitter. Helping Evelyn meant reliving her own trauma. But it also brought a sense of purpose. Yet, tension built inside her. Am I just a crutch for her? What if she backs out when things get real? Evelyn's family loomed large in their talks. Her father, a stern businessman, and her mother, active in the church, expected her to marry soon. They're setting me up on dates, Evelyn admitted. I go to appease them, but it's torture. The admission stung Everly more than she expected. Jealousy? Or fear that Evelyn wasn't committed? One evening after a particularly emotional session, Evelyn hugged Everly goodbye. A simple embrace that lingered too long. Everly pulled away first, heart racing. This is dangerous, she thought. We're blurring lines. But the pull was undeniable. The tension escalated when Evelyn's double life began to crack. She started canceling plans with her straight friends, opting instead for time with Everly. I feel alive with you, she said during one late-night phone call. Like I can breathe. But Everly sensed the storm brewing. Evelyn's parents were suspicious, questioning her sudden distance. It came to a head at a family dinner. Evelyn had invited Everly as a friend from work, a lie that sat uneasily with both. The dining room in her parents' suburban home was stifling, filled with religious icons and the scent of roast beef. Her father, Mr. Harrington, eyed Everly warily. So you're a client of Evie's? What do you do? I'm a graphic designer, Everly replied, forcing a smile. Inside she seethed. Why hide? But she played along for Evelyn's sake. The conversation turned pointed when Mrs. Harrington mentioned Evelyn's latest blind date. That nice boy from church, Mark. He's perfect for you, dear. Evelyn shifted uncomfortably, her hand brushing Everly's under the table. A secret plea. Later, alone in the kitchen, Evelyn whispered, I can't do this anymore. Pretending. Everly's heart swelled with hope, but caution tempered it. Then don't. Tell them. Evelyn shook her head. You don't understand. They cut me off. The salon is in their name. I'd lose everything. The fear in her voice was palpable. Everly wanted to argue, but she remembered her own coming out. The slammed doors, the silent treatments. The price was high. Days later, the first betrayal struck. Everly overheard Evelyn on the phone with a friend, laughing off rumors. Me? Gay? That's ridiculous. I'm seeing this guy now. The words pierced Everly like a knife. Was it all an act? Confrontation came swiftly that evening in Everly's apartment. Is that how you really feel? Everly demanded, tears streaming. Am I just an experiment? Evelyn's face crumpled. No. I said that to protect us. If word gets out. But Everly wasn't convinced. The doubt festered, turning their bond toxic. Protect us or yourself? She shot back. The argument raged, voices rising. Evelyn stormed out, leaving Everly alone with her thoughts. Why am I investing in someone so afraid? The inner conflict tore at her. She craved connection, but at what cost to her sanity? Reconciliation came via a heartfelt letter Evelyn slipped under her door. I'm sorry. I'm scared, but I want this. You give me time. Everly relented, but the seed of mistrust was sown. As their relationship deepened in secrecy, societal pressures mounted. At a local pride event Everly attended alone, she bumped into old friends who questioned her solitude. Where's your mystery girl? Hiding Evelyn felt like a betrayal of her own identity. Meanwhile, Evelyn faced whispers at the salon, clients gossiping about changes in her demeanor. One client, a sharp-tongued regular named Lisa, cornered her. Heard you're hanging with that lesbian designer. Careful, Evie, people talk. Evelyn brushed it off, but inside panic rose. Am I ready for the judgment? The moral dilemma weighed. Live authentically or preserve her world. Everly pushed for more. Come to a support group with me. Anonymously. Evelyn agreed reluctantly, and the meeting was eye-opening. Hearing others' stories of loss and triumph mirrored their struggles. I see myself in them, Evelyn admitted afterward, tears flowing. But my family. The turning point came when Evelyn's mother discovered a text from Everly. Innocent but telling. Who's this woman you're always with? Mrs. Harrington demanded over lunch. Evelyn lied smoothly. Just a friend. But the guilt ate at her. That night she confessed to Everly. I can't keep lying. But telling them means war. Everly held her, the embrace charged with unspoken longing. Whatever you choose, I'm here. But you have to choose. The decision loomed, a fork in the road. As weeks passed, Evelyn's internal battle intensified. Dreams plagued her, visions of disownment, loneliness. Yet, moments with Everly brought joy she'd never known. A stolen picnic in the woods, laughter echoing. It felt right. But reality intruded when her father announced, we're hosting a party. Bring that Mark fellow. Evelyn's refusal sparked suspicion. What's going on with you? He pressed. She deflected, but the pressure built. In a moment of weakness, she agreed to the date with Mark, telling Everly it was just once to throw them off. Everly exploded. You're choosing them over us. The hurt was visceral. Was this the end? Evelyn pleaded. It's not like that. I need time to plan. But Everly saw it as cowardice. Time? Or an excuse? The rift widened, each woman grappling with the cost of love versus security. In the quiet hours, Everly questioned her own choices. Am I pushing too hard? Risking my heart for someone unready? The drama thickened, decisions hanging by a thread. The betrayal deepened when Evelyn went on that date with Mark. She returned home late, guilt etched on her face, and called Everly immediately. Nothing happened. We just talked. But Everly's trust was fractured. Talked? While I sat here wondering if you'd come back to me. The argument escalated into a full-blown confrontation at the salon after hours. You're playing both sides. Everly accused, her voice echoing off the mirrors. Evelyn denied it, but her eyes betrayed the truth. She was torn. I did it for us, Evelyn insisted. To buy time until I can stand on my own. But Everly saw red. For us? Or to avoid the hard part? She stormed out, slamming the door, leaving Evelyn in tears. Alone, Evelyn faced her reflection. Why can't I commit? The moral quandary gnawed. Was hiding her truth a sin greater than the pain she caused Everly? Her Catholic upbringing screamed yes, but fear paralyzed her. Everly, meanwhile, sought solace in her work, designing logos that screamed freedom while her life felt caged. Friends advised her to cut ties. She's not worth the drama. But love wasn't logical. I can't abandon her now, she thought. Not when she's so close to breaking free. Reconnection came unexpectedly at a mutual acquaintance's party. Evelyn showed up uninvited, pulling Everly aside. I ended it with Mark. Told him I'm not interested. Hope flickered in Everly's chest. And your parents? Not yet. But soon. They danced subtly in the crowd, a moment of reprieve. But society intruded, a snide comment from a guest. Didn't know you swung that way, Evie. The whisper spread, reaching Evelyn's ears like poison. Panic set in. Evelyn fled the party, Everly chasing after. Don't run from this. But Evelyn was unraveling. If my family hears. They argued in the parking lot, rain pouring down. You have to choose, Everly demanded. Me or the facade? Evelyn's decision came in a tearful admission. You. But I need help. They planned together. Evelyn would come out to her parents, consequences be damned. The confrontation was brutal. At the family home, Evelyn sat her parents down. I'm gay. And I'm in love with Everly. Silence, then explosion. Her father roared. This is unnatural. Get out. Her mother wept. What about your soul? Evelyn stood firm, but the words cut deep. Disowned, she packed a bag, arriving at Everly's door broken. I lost everything. Everly held her, whispering, You gained yourself. But the victory was Pyrrhic. Evelyn's salon suffered. Clients canceled, citing personal reasons. Whispers of bigotry followed her. Is it worth it? She asked Everly one night, doubt creeping in. Everly reassured her but internally questioned. Did I push her into this? The guilt weighed. Their relationship, now public, faced external pressures. Everly's parents, already strained, called. Bringing another lost soul into our family? Think about us. The mouth Wandao Duk peaked when Evelyn considered reconciling with her family on their terms, pretending again. Just visits, no truth. Everly balked. That's regression. The debate raged, exposing cracks. Evelyn accused Everly of insensitivity. You came out young. I built a life on lies. Everly countered. And now you're free. Don't throw it away. A temporary truce held, but tension simmered. Social media amplified the drama. Anonymous hate messages targeted them. Freaks. Evelyn's resolve wavered. One evening she confessed. Maybe I made a mistake. Everly's heart shattered. A mistake? Us. The hurt turned to anger. If that's how you feel, go back. Evelyn didn't leave, but the damage was done. They slept in separate rooms, the silence deafening. In her mind, Evelyn wrestled. The price of authenticity is isolation. Is love enough? Everly pondered. Am I selfish for wanting her all in? The psychological toll mounted, each decision a double-edged sword. As external forces closed in, a lost job opportunity for Everly due to association. The couple faced a crossroads. We fight together, Everly declared. Evelyn nodded, but uncertainty lingered. The high point came at a community rally against discrimination. Evelyn spoke publicly for the first time. I hid for too long. No more. Applause rang, but backlash followed, her ex-clients boycotting. The cost was real. Financial strain, emotional exhaustion. Yet, in quiet moments their bond strengthened. We're in this, Evelyn affirmed. But doubt persisted, setting the stage for greater conflict. The awakening turned to turmoil when Evelyn's past caught up. An old flame, a woman from college named Sarah, resurfaced via message. Heard you're out now. We should talk. Evelyn deleted it, but guilt nagged. Had she let Sarah on back then? She confessed to Everly, sparking jealousy. Why tell me now? Everly demanded. Evelyn explained. Transparency. I want no secrets. But Everly's insecurity flared. Is there more you're hiding? The accusation stung, reopening old wounds. Evelyn retorted. You're the one who pushed me out. Now you doubt me. The fight escalated, words like weapons. Maybe I rushed you, Everly admitted tearfully. But you chose this. Evelyn's response was cold. Did I? Or did you choose for me? The rift deepened, leading to a separation. Evelyn crashing with a friend. Alone, Everly reflected. My intentions were good, but the consequences. She missed Evelyn's presence, the way she challenged her views. Evelyn, meanwhile, faced societal backlash head-on. At a job interview for a new salon, the owner hesitated. Your lifestyle. Clients might mind. Rejected, she questioned her path. Was coming out a mistake? Reunion came via mutual intervention, a therapist friend who mediated. You both paid prices, she said. Now rebuild. They did slowly. Dates turned therapeutic, discussing traumas. But family pressures persisted. Evelyn's mother called, pleading reconciliation. Come home. We can forget this phase. Tempted, Evelyn shared with Everly. What if I go just to talk? Everly saw red. Forget? That's erasing us. The moral dilemma peaked. Loyalty to blood versus chosen love. Evelyn chose Everly, blocking her parents. It's them or you. Relief washed over, but sorrow followed. Society's judgment intensified with a viral post. A former client's rant about perversion in the beauty industry, naming Evelyn. Business plummeted. Hate mail arrived. Everly stood by her, but the strain showed. We're stronger together, she insisted. Internally, though, how much more can we take? A turning point. Everly's promotion at work, but it required relocation to New York. Come with me, she begged. Evelyn hesitated. Start over? Leave everything. The decision tore at them. Evelyn's fear of more loss clashed with Everly's ambition. If you love me, you'll come. Everly's ultimatum hung heavy. Evelyn agreed, but resentment brewed. Packing up, she thought. Am I sacrificing again? The move was a gamble. In New York, new challenges arose. Anonymous city life offered anonymity, but isolation hit. Evelyn struggled to find work, blaming Everly subtly. If we stayed. Arguments flared. You regret it, Everly accused. Evelyn denied, but truth seeped. Sometimes, yes. The climax built when Evelyn reconnected with Sarah online, seeking advice. Innocent chats turned emotional. Everly discovered them. Cheating. No. Just talking. But trust shattered. You turned to her instead of me. The confrontation was explosive. Evelyn admitted. I needed someone who understands the loss. Everly felt betrayed. Ido. But you shut me out. They separated again, this time seriously. Everly dated casually, testing waters, but nothing compared. Evelyn dove into therapy, unpacking layers of internalized homophobia. Months passed in agony. Evelyn's awakening fully bloomed. She volunteered at LGBT centers, finding purpose. But without Everly, it felt hollow. Everly, successful but lonely, realized her role in the drama. I pushed too hard, expected too much. Reconciliation sparked at a conference where both attended. Eyes met across the room. I miss you, Evelyn said. Me too. They talked all night, forgiving past hurts. We both paid prices, Everly acknowledged. But we're better for it. Their renewed bond was cautious, built on lessons learned. Yet, challenges lingered. Family estrangement, societal whispers. As they navigated, the story's tension resolved into growth, but not without scars. With their relationship mended, Evelyn and Everly faced the ultimate test. Integrating into a world still hostile. In New York, they built a life. Evelyn opening a small inclusive salon, Everly thriving in design. But echoes of the past haunted. Evelyn's father reached out via email. We miss you. Can we talk? Hope flickered, but caution prevailed. Only if you accept me fully, she replied. The meeting was tense in a neutral cafe. Her parents arrived, faces lined with regret. We were wrong, her mother admitted. The church. We let it blind us. But her father hedged. We love you, but marriage should be traditional. Evelyn stood firm. Then no deal. Walking away hurt, but empowered her. I chose my truth, she thought. The price? A fractured family, but peace within. Everly's parents softened too, inviting them for holidays. Awkward at first, but progress. We're trying, her mother said. Everly appreciated it, but remembered the initial rejection. Forgiveness isn't forgetting. Societal mouthwash persisted. At a pride parade, they marched hand in hand, but counter-protesters shouted slurs. Ignore them, Everly said. But Evelyn internalized. Why fight when hiding was easier? The internal conflict resurfaced during a quiet dinner. Sometimes I wonder if the pain was worth it, Evelyn confessed. Everly paused. Was it? They debated late into the night. We lost security, family ties, Evelyn argued. But gained authenticity. Everly nodded. And each other. Yet doubts lingered. When Evelyn received a job offer back in Seattle, from her old salon, now under new management, she considered it. A fresh start there? Everly felt threatened. Without me? No, together. But the implication? Return to roots, perhaps compromise. Everly refused. We moved forward. Going back is regression. The standoff tested their bond. Evelyn declined the offer, but resentment simmered. You decide for us again. Everly reflected. Am I controlling? The psychological depth revealed, both carried scars from choices made. A final betrayal almost broke them. Everly flirted at a work event, seeking validation amid doubts. Evelyn found out via a photo. After everything? It meant nothing. But damage done. You question us too, Everly countered. Therapy helped unpack patterns of fear projection. We must choose daily, the counselor said. They did, emerging stronger. Community support bolstered. Friends who understood the struggles. In the end, their story was one of resilience. Evelyn's salon thrived as a safe space. Everly's designs advocated for equality. But the costs, emotional, social, were irreversible. As they sat on their balcony watching the city lights, Evelyn asked, "Do you regret any of it?" Everly smiled. "No. We awakened each other." The journey closed with reflection. Love demands sacrifice, but at what point does the price outweigh the gain? Was it right to push someone out of the closet before they're ready, even if it leads to their ultimate freedom?